Hi everyone, welcome to Chloe with Love. We're going to be wrapping up Jess and Rob's relationship on Below Deck Med this season. We're going to cover the last two episodes and also the two-part reunion, so hang on. So first of all, we see Jess slipping into her dystonia, being masculine, threatening to fuck up Aisha because she's flirting with Rob, touching Rob's butt. So once again, we're seeing her getting into the masculine persona instead of staying in the feminine because she's not comfortable being vulnerable with the circumstances and the way that Rob is acting. Then to follow up with that, Rob starts questioning whether or not he's going to go to Bali. So here we have him not really wanting to keep the commitments that he made, and he goes back and forth about going, not going, doing the crossing a lot of times. So even though he does end up keeping his commitment and going to Bali, all this back and forth makes it really hard for Jess to rely on it, and that is a red flag in a relationship.
And just reached the point where I started to question whether I should go to Bali or not.
What's up?
I think I'm in.
You in?
Yeah.
The crossing?
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Thank you.
Jess reacts to this by trying to please Rob, and she admits that this is a pattern that she's had since childhood.
I definitely have issues from my childhood of like trying to please my mother. You're like my mom, it doesn't matter what I do. It's not enough, it's not good enough, and it will never make you happy, and you will always find a fault in it. So I am sorry.
And she goes into this mode with Rob as well, trying to make him happy, trying to give him what he wants. He says that he wants to just have a fun night. So she's like, okay, let's be single.
I just want to have fun and not be serious for a little bit.
Okay. Be single tonight.
What?
I said you want to be single tonight. Damn it, can we play music? I look ready to cry. It sucks. I hope you're happy.
So happy. So happy.
And then both of them are unhappy with that. So that's a classic communication breakdown where each one is assuming they know what the other one wants, doesn't want, what the other one is thinking, what the other one is feeling, and they're both wrong. So this is where these tools of communication really come in handy to flush out these kinds of conflicts that are happening so rapidly with them as their relationship begins to unravel. Sadly, Jess slips into kind of a begging mode, which does make her appear sort of childlike and desperate. And again, this is the result of the childhood scripting and the reversion back into the id or the childlike persona.
Say what you want to say. Do it.
No,
Do it.
it's amazing.
No, do it. Do it.
You wanna,
Be more, no, be
you
more
wanna
damaging.
uncover. It's not more you're more damaging to me. Heartbreak isn't a fucking gift. Keep that shit for somebody else then.
Please,
Can I what?
just, can I just have a hug? Please. Please.
Don't commit to the crossing.
I have a ticket to Bali.
Hi everyone, welcome to Chloe with Love. We're going to be wrapping up Jess and Rob's relationship on Below Deck Med this season. We're going to cover the last two episodes and also the two-part reunion, so hang on. So first of all, we see Jess slipping into her
mood and like lifting
So that's
them
the
up.
other part. And professionalism is about being able to perform when you're moody. This is about running a boat. This is about doing your job.
like you just shove your feelings to the side or you just ignore them and do your job, which isn't really healthy and also reflects how masculine life is and how masculine the work world is. So again, here we're seeing the demise of feminine values. Finally, we do hear that Rob and Jess are no longer together. Rob says two strong personalities. So again, that reflects the masculine. Two masculines don't work because they continue to fight. And we definitely saw that with Jess and Rob. I think a lot of people could identify with the demise of their relationship. And for a lot of people, it was very triggering because it gets very frustrating trying to explain yourself over and over again, especially without using really strict communication tools.
Of course, I'm a feeler. If I feel something, I'm going to say it. And that's how I felt, and I'm not going to deny myself. that opportunity to tell someone that I love them if I truly feel that way.
Rob says he's a feeler more than he is a thinker. And again, that reflects his being dystonic, his moving into his feminine, not his masculine. So it really does seem like as Jess moves into a masculine mode, Rob moves into a feminine mode and gets really dominated by his feelings. And finally, the end of a relationship is apathy. It's not when you hate each other, it's not when you're fighting. So that was reflected in the reunion part 2 when both of them just didn't really seem to care what the other one said or what the other one was doing anymore. The two of them have now gone their separate ways, and hopefully this has been a learning experience for both of them. And next time we'll get into a new show. So thanks for tuning in and listening, and see you next time.